Of the 3,069 convicts sentenced to Yuma prison, 111 met their death.
Hey everybody, this is Aaron. I'm Gidget. Finnick's down there.
When my father passed, we got a whole bunch of maps. You've seen them all over the room and in some of our past adventures. We just got this additional box that was given to me. And we've been going through it. Some of these are maps of parts of Salt River Project and the dams that my dad designed. A lot of these are places that he either went to or places that he wanted to go to. This is the Roosevelt Power Canal. Here's two I had not seen previously. And oh, hey Gidget, this has got directions on the bottom. Look.
Your dad built canals?
Yeah. And designed this. He was in safety of dams. He designed the entire, all of the spillway redesigns and stuff in the 70s. So, and both of these have directions.
And is this your dad's handwriting?
Yeah, it is. I think that we're going to try to go on this one first. I want to wander this over so everybody can see it. It looks to me like this goes off-road to the Yuma Territorial Prison. Have you ever been there?
No, I haven't. Been to Yuma with you and once before, but never the territorial prison.
Well, that was one of the most notorious prisons there was, and it was built back in the 1800s before Arizona was even a territory.
And there's even a movie, 310 to Yuma, where the bad guy, the character, I don't remember the character's name, he was being sent to Yuma Territorial Prison.
Oh, wow.
There's actually two versions. There's old black and white one, and then there's a newer one with Russell Crowe.
Okay. Well, we're going to do this off-road trip and see how it gets there. Hopefully, a lot of this road still exists. Like I said, most of this was done in the 1970s.
Okay, well, we're on dirt road, surrounded by farms. So, Aaron?
And this is the beginning of that trail on the map. So, took a little while to figure out how to get here.
Yeah, we are literally surrounded by farms.
Yeah. Like
nothing but fields of farms.
Yeah. It's pretty high shelf road.
Yeah. And we're right next to a canal as well. It's very pretty though. And we are in Yuma. Okay, we are now exiting the off-road trail and getting back onto the highway to go to the Yuma Territorial Prison. The Yuma Territorial Prison Cemetery. Buried but not forgotten are the 104 prisoners who died while incarcerated at the Yuma Territorial Prison. Most often, the cause of death at the prison was due to disease and common health problems, such as heart failure, but extraordinary occurrences like a rattlesnake bite, attempted escape, climate, murder, and execution are also listed as causes of death. For those inmates whose bodies were not claimed after death, their bodies were interred in the prison cemetery upon burial. Over time, these grave markers have been lost to weather, damage, or souvenir hunters. Today, only piles of rock rubble act to mark each grave. And most of the leading causes of death was consumption and tuberculosis. There were a few escaped prisoners that were shot while escaping, some suicide, but it was mostly tuberculosis and consumption.
Of the 3,069 convicts sentenced to Yuma prison, 111 met their death. Disease, accident, murder, suicide, and escape attempts were the causes of their demise. The remains of 104 unfortunate souls are interned in the cemetery. So the weirdest thing we read is that the initial prisoners actually carried the rocks to build the prison themselves. Could you imagine carrying stone to build your own prison cell?
In the middle of summer in Arizona.
Yeah, miserable conditions.
Yes.
Look how thick these bougainvilleas are.
Yuma East Wetlands, the Colorado River before dams. So that would be the Colorado River out there. And this is what it looks like now. But before, his natural settings, frequent flooding, trade, and travel. And this is the courtyard right after you get through the initial entry gift shop of the territorial prison.
They had a gate riot here. 4 convicts dead, 1 wounded.
The guard tower. All water for the prison came from the river. You can hear the trains going by too. They're pretty loud. Maximum occupancy 49. Going up the stairs to the guard tower. Wow. This is really nice.
Oh, wow.
The vista. Prison overview.
Prisoners making adobe bricks outside the east wall.
Wow.
The original fence was made of wood to discourage escape. A massive 18-foot high adobe wall was constructed in the 1880s. The ground level wall was at 8 feet thick and 5 feet across the top. Whitewash mixture of brick, clay, linseed, and all the other implements done to protect the adobe bricks. Parking lot covers the original granite rock foundation. These guys paid $250 a month to be the superintendents.
And here is a list of photos of the men who were the superintendents of the Yuma Territorial Prison with some of the tools of the trade that they had during that particular time. Superintendents. The guns, the keys, and all the stuff that they needed to help keep order in the prison. Back outside to where the cell blocks are. Main cell block. Wow, these are small.
So I've got
Bunks.
2 people there. Now, is there a small door that's right? Yeah. So the little door between these. Nope. That's would have been this. Oh, that's nuts. Okay, so you got a cell door here and a cell door there. Isn't that crazy? I mean, you talk about filling.
Yeah.
Second door on each of these.
By the numbers, Edward Lopez. Oh, Aaron, this one's open. Whoa.
I don't think I could handle something like this. Holy cow. This would be super freaking creepy.
This would be very claustrophobic.
And then think about this. You got a bed and 4 people in here.
This would be very claustrophobic. Original iron bunk beds. These bunk beds were made in October 1901.
Holy smoke.
Very claustrophobic. I mean, look, there's just barely enough room for your arms. Look at the space that you have. The library.
It's got that
Inmate processing.
Meal a day.
It's the dark
Bread and
cell.
water. I mean, they don't like the white lights, that's why they,
Yeah.
yeah. But this is where the cage, this is where they were kept.
In the dark
They were
room.
handcuffed to the bar. No
Oh my
toilet.
gosh.
They had to stay here 24 hours a day, one meal of bread and water.
Wow.
Was all you got. You got in here, if you were caught stealing, if you were caught trying to escape, if you were caught gambling.
Russian low entrance. This is the new yard. Was constructed in 1900 to help relieve overcrowding. The entrance to the library was closed. The first 4 cells were made from the library excavation to the south bank. After the last prisoners were transferred to Florence September 15th, the facility had several interesting uses. This is the tuberculosis area. That's what this was used for quarantining.
These are the only 2 people who ever escaped without ever getting caught.
Really? Who?
Yes. A. Stewart and Richard Dorling. Or Loring. Richard Loring. And this Ellsworth guy, he attempted to escape 6 times from Walla Walla. Later he's convicted of counterfeiting and sentenced here for 15 years.
Prisoner statistics, marital status, habits, education. These cells look smaller than the other ones do.
Cast in 18 says stands 3 feet high. Bell's purpose was to sound the alarm of escape. The ringing of the bell could be heard for many miles, alerting the townspeople of an escape, riot, or worse. It would be adopted to also call men to work. A church bought it and then gave it back.
You want to ring it?